Shut up and sit down.
Alright guys, I'm Dodge at Big Mech's Workshop, and yesterday Andy was showing you some of his old painting. So I thought I'll show you some of the old figures before they get stripped as well. Now these aren't no regular orcs. I like to convert all my orcs. Was doing an orc Nurgle theme, which made sense with the previous orc codex because you could have all your pain boys, so it was all pain boy and mech based. And the reason I've only got a couple of things painted on here is I spend most of my time, or did spend most of my time, converting things, which is what I enjoy more than anything, is putting things together. Could definitely improve a lot here. The paint scheme is horrendous, but you know what it's like, you're really chuffed at the time. These are like, how many years old now? Before, well, I think the Black Reach figs, or some of them are. When did Black Reach come out, Andy?
It's got to be 5 or 6 years, isn't it?
You're looking at 5 or 6 years ago, this paint job. You know, you're really chuffed with them at the time. Now they look really pasty. There's not enough detail in any of them. Just trying to build one with most of his face missing. I could probably, when I strip these down, salvage these parts and rebuild this guy. Put his ears on. Everything else, have half his face missing. Should be cool. Comes to converting orcs are fun, but to Nurgle an entire orc army was probably a very bit over ambitious.
Yeah, for someone with that level of experience, yeah, it's definitely an ambitious project.
Yeah, I think I've got a system now for painting the boys, because they come off in handfuls anyway. I think what I'll end up doing is I will do the mask all first. I'll do all the skin with the airbrush, mask all that off, and then do the armour. Then everything else will be about 10 minutes each, starting to layer those up.
Yeah, I can't see it taking too long.
And I'll pick all those details out. As you can see, there's a mix and match of all sorts of different arms. I never wanted any orc to look the same as another one, but you know what it's like, big battle, you just throw all the Black Reach orcs on, and they come off in handfuls anyway.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's a lot of work to do for an orc army.
Yeah.
To make everybody a different bloke.
It is tons of work, especially when my the thing I enjoy most back then was definitely converting. And as we speak of converting, I will show you some of the stuff I was coming up with. See, I was just having this conversation with Andy. The Flashgits may know that Badrook gets more loot, but in my eyes he should be bigger than the knobs on his fucking ship. And this is his converted gun, completely unfinished, and he does have a pirate cutlass for the other arm. It's made of the saw blades from the kill can, the pincer claws, chopped in two and glued together, so it's got a bend on the end. That'll come the other way. Cape, and all his usual traditional stuff on top of that. Just needs more details added to the gun, which is about the same size as him at this point.
Bearing in mind that's an Ogrin body.
Yeah, that's an Ogrin body, so when you look at the scale, I want him to stand out though, don't I?
Oh yeah, there's no mistaking who he is.
Yeah, I'm probably going to finish that one off. I enjoyed that one. I'm hoping to redo quite a few of these or finish them off. And this was, I got a little bit better at converting at this point. It's still unfinished. I could do a lot better now. This is what happens when you mix Nurgle with a Death Dread. It's just some swollen, vilely sort of orc who's in there. The problem, I stopped doing this one because I couldn't figure out what I was going to do with the legs. The 4 arms that he's got, they're pretty simple. I use a lot of the little pincers so it looks insect-like and other random bits, but this green stuff work was just done bit by bit, piece by piece, and taking your time building it up.
You could just use the standard kill can legs, but hack them up and then nerdify them. That might work.
I'm thinking of using parts of the arms or legs from the Mauler Fiend, so it's mutated, but they do make him stand up quite tall. I'm thinking like an Elephant Titus leg on one side, then a regular orc kill can or Death Dread leg on the other side.
That would look quite interesting because it'd be sort of lopsided.
Yeah.
That would look quite fun.
I want him to look fat and slow, but really toxic. The way this one's built as well, I think once it's finished, the airbrush will really pick out the guts and the insides.
Yeah.
What else have we got? One of the other projects I really enjoyed doing, and this really doesn't need much more in the way of improving, is my Uptruck, which is the land speeder for the Ravens, is it?
Dark Angel one.
I think it's the Dark Angel one, yeah.
The Dark Angel Specialist Land Speeder.
Which took forever to go through with the Dremel and take out the back compartment. So I'll try and get a shot around the side. It is entirely the outer shell of that kit, and the rest of it has been cut out and basically forced in there and mashed together. This bit here where it's all dirty needs a cleaning up and extra work adding to it. I had another design for another one. I was going to cut the front into a V shape across there and just have circular saw blades and buzz saws from the kill cans.
Like a kind of mouth.
Like a kind of mouth, so it just has blood streaks all the way up the back where they're just flying at head height. Which I thought would be cool, and I wanted to have an orc stood in the back just holding a head that is caught or something. He does have an arm somewhere, so he's doing the whole sideways drive-by sort of thing, and it has a front compartment, or a front visor sort of thing for the pilot, if I can get it out of here, which will stick on there, but I'm going to paint the inside first. Because obviously I want to paint the character so it looks good. If I stick that on, brush is not going to be able to get in there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, this guy's not magnetised because this was well before I learned how to magnetise things properly, so it was just a big ball of green stuff. I wanted to magnetise it so I could change what they've got. Then they brought out a new codex, and rocket launchers were free on trucks, so it should really have a rocket launcher now instead of a big shooter. And it also has a grot prod on the side. Slight modifications. Most of the parts were on there already, I just orked them up a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with that, and it makes it look like an interesting vehicle. And hopefully, with the new rule set, trucks will be useful.
Yeah, hopefully. I might be able to make a whole horde of them, since, you know, I still like to keep that theme going depending on how the rules go, and make a few more land speeders into trucks. I wanted to keep everything sort of flying in my army. Trucks, deathcopters, storm boys.
And big mechs.
And big mechs, because I managed to make my big mech fly, kind of, well, hover more than anything else. If anyone's ever seen Farscape and knows who Rigel is, it's sort of the inspiration for this. He has a floaty chair. It's got rockets on the back. But with the Gorkanaught spare bits I've got kicking around now, I am definitely going to rebuild this guy. I'll probably do what I did with the kill can and have him half built in with cables and pipes going into him. Have a power fist or some form of claw coming around the back, because he's basically just a mech in power armor with force field.
Seems reasonable.
It's logical, you know. I mean, there's a lot of scrappy work I'm noticing on here now. It just to anyone else seems like parts put together, but I spend ages picking out what part goes where.
Once it's had a paint, the paintwork itself will bring it all together anyway.
Yeah. Just never quite fit in there, and he's got a power claw. But now looking through the old bits,
Got more variety.
more variety because they were for something. Now I'm not building those, so that means I've got tons of kill can arms kicking around and stuff like that. I could easily attach one coming around the back with a claw, even magnetise it so it's easier to pack.
Yeah.
And then you can just have two joysticks or control systems for his arms. I really did enjoy that conversion. There's a few more at home that I might bring in one of these days, which is basically I've definitely got a dread mob somewhere, and some of them are kill cans. They've been dremeled and hacked through the middle with sets of green stuff teeth, but the guns haven't been done yet, because that's how I just green stuff a few things. We'll do a video at some point, or start a series on mucking about with green stuff, and we'll start by making Andy's Psycho hat so he can be rincewind.
Yeah.
We'll just there'll be short videos, just random stuff you can make out of green stuff. It's just finding the time to do those for you as well. And now I've finished this video, I want to go through the rest of the stuff, throw anything that's bad into the stripper, and we'll show you the stripping video at some point, what we use, and look out for the series of painting for beginners as well. That should be a lot of fun. Well, if it's not fun, at least instructive and helpful. Which is surprising from us, really.
Yeah, generally we just waffle.
We're good at that though. Right, if you made it to the end of this video, well done. We shall see you in the next one. You special gay.